Hey everyone, it's Anthony. This is the master schedule drag and drop thing that I promised you at one of the scheduling committee meetings. I wanted to show you real quick how it worked. It's not perfect, but hopefully it helps visualize the different options that we're going to come up with as a team. I have on slide 2 our current schedule. It's just a screenshot. Slide 3 is our current early release schedule. And then from then on out, I've just duplicated um, a blank template and then a blank Thursday template. So they'll go in pairs. Blank Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday template, blank Thursday template. Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Friday, Thursday. And what you can do is choose a slide that's not already chosen. You can give it a name. I'll just call this one example for this video. And these are all the elements that we need in our day according to, let me see if I have it up. I have this document and then the stuff that Mr. Rivera gave us about like how we can have things blocked or at different times, like the win time versus the core time. The social science and science, they said this is up to 90 minutes. And we don't have enough time in our school day to have the whole 90 minutes, so I have those in 40-minute blocks. All of these are adjustable, but I have some of these guides here to show you roughly what our what our boundaries are. The regular school day takes up this much space. I've got a few time markers throughout the day. Each of these little boxes, it's the background image of this slide, that's 5 minutes. So this line right where the grade level starts, that's 8:05, and then it's 8:10, 8:15, 8:20, and so on, all the way to 2:35. And so generally how it gets started, let's say right now we have Kinder, they start with ELA currently, so if we wanted to keep that going, I can click and drag this down into the Kinder section, make sure it's right there. And I have a bunch of these stacked on top of each other, so it's going to kind of act like Lumio if you've used that before, where you have the multiplier for these shapes. And then right after that is literacy time. And if you're wondering again where these numbers come from, like 80 and 40, that adds up to 120. And that's kind of following this guidance that's just now coming from Dr. Becker about our scheduling guidelines. 80 minutes of block, 40 minutes of intervention time. For math, 60 minutes of core tier 1 instruction, 30 minutes of, and they say those can be back to back or sequential, like or different at different times if we want. And then we need the other elements, so we can kind of see what it would look like if we did decide to have lunch here. If we then decide, I'm just dragging and dropping at this point, specials, and then maybe a little bit of math and a recess, and then some social studies and science, then some win time. So this probably isn't going to be one that we use. I'm just showing you how the drag and drop features work. And then we can work out later, like what is this lining up with? I'm going to zoom in now so you can see how this is like down to the minute here with the background. So because I didn't go right over onto the line, I'm going to hold shift and go over just a little bit. You can see where those gaps start to show up because of my, it's just an imperfect nature of this tool, but it is a good way to kind of visualize what does it look like? What are the different options that we have available? Um, what can we think outside the box to come up with a schedule that everybody likes? Let me zoom back to fit. And then you would just keep going for the other grade levels and until we get something that kind of works. So if you want to tinker with this, go for it. If you would rather choose another method for visualizing what these schedules look like, go for it. I know Mr. Rivera gave us that spreadsheet. You can play with a version of that spreadsheet if you want, and I'll see you at our next meeting. Bye.